Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Diaries, episode 38. So last week we wrapped up we did like a birthday bundle because it was my business partner's birthday. So we did like a bundle together where we put together some of like the courses and the workshop that we've created over the last year. We bundled it up, put some bonuses on it, and then just launched it. It was a crazy launch. It was like a 3-day launch. Launched it to the email list and then also the Instagram following as well. And it was okay. We sold it for like $44, made like $7,000, which was fine. Like a little bit of extra income, nothing crazy, but yeah, it was okay. The last time we did a bundle like this was for Black Friday. We did, 50% increase in sales, and it was pretty much the same offer. So that was fine. I mean, it was the same offer, probably not ideal, but, we have limited courses and workshops. We don't have like hundreds that we can bundle together, and we didn't really want to create anything new because that's just kind of like distracting. So a little bit of a lazy launch, if I'm being totally honest. And we just kind of like literally just rebundled the same offer. But like I mentioned in previous videos, our audience has grown not quite a bit, a little bit over the last few months. And therefore, obviously, there's just lots of new people that didn't see the offer, et cetera, et cetera. It was nice little bit of extra cash anyway to put into the business, which was nice. But I do think that I personally need to step it up when it comes to creating marketing content. I feel like I'm not sure if anyone else feels like this, but I've gotten complacent with what I create. I feel like I'm, going like a lot of the time, and usually it's down to like my excuse of like, oh, I'm really busy. So I'm like, whenever I need to write like an email sequence or a launch, I'm very rarely taking like a full morning or a full day to like craft out the emails and like thinking of maybe like outside of the box angles or going really deep and creating like new story emails. What I tend to do, and it's annoying, but is kind of like go back and reuse some of the stuff that has like kind of worked last time. And it's interesting because sometimes like what we tell others to do and the advice that we give out should be the advice that we take. So during the last week, we're also doing another big launch for one of the clients at the agency. And we usually do, during that launch, we do some like retargeting ads for like the sales. So after we do the drop and the sell, we retarget them for a few days with some ads, pushing them back to the sales page. Anyway, the copywriter at the agency, Alex, he didn't write the ad copy yet for the retargeting ads, but Pat, who was our graphic designer, he put into the chat the other day being like, hey guys, just created the sales images for the sales ads for the client, just modeled last year's. And I was like, and previously we'd had a conversation about not creating images before we have the ad copy because what the ads say has a big influence on the type of images we create. Anyway, I spoke to him about it the day before, and then he posted that in the chat. And my main message to him was like, look, like we can't just continue modeling everything that we've done previously just because it kind of worked. Because that way we don't really get better, we don't really innovate. And he just basically created the same images last time. And that was like my big message to him. But it's funny, now reflecting upon this last week, I kind of did the exact same. We defaulted on the same offer for the bundle. The sales page was pretty much identical. And the email, like I did create some new emails, but a lot of the emails were modeled off previous ones. And my excuse was, I'm really busy. And this was kind of like a bit of an off the cuff idea that we just created really quickly in like a couple of days. Well, we launched it on Wednesday and, we only started building it out on the Monday. But yeah, like I should have took my own advice and I'm pretty disappointed. I've seen some been trying to reignite my inspiration for creating good story-based email content. I've seen a little bit of stuff on Twitter. There was this one guy who I thought it was kind of cool. He's like writing emails for these personal brands that he wants to work with. And he will write the email in a tweet, and it's got like a good hook to it because it's like obviously a marketing email. So whether like the subject line is good or the opening line of the email is good. So when you see it on your Twitter feed, you read it because it's interesting and it has like an image and stuff. And then at the end, he's like, this is an email that I would write if I was writing emails for this person, right? And then he'll tag the person. It's like his lead generation strategy, which is cool. But the emails he's writing are good, or I feel like they're good anyway. And I mean, they're nothing like crazy, but like the good story-based emails. And I'm like, I need to get a bit more creative, or like, that's the type of stuff I want to start creating more of, or like creating new versions of. Because I did all that in the beginning when we launched the business. We have some really, what I believe are anyway, like really good story-based emails. And I think they're good. But I kind of stopped creating them and started basically like reusing the same stuff, which is really boring. And then it also makes the work less exciting. Anyway, I saw that stuff. And then obviously, as any marketer, I'm signed up to a million different newsletters in my email. And, I've been going through some of those, and some of those I feel like I'm getting good inspiration from. So just big realization that like, all right, cool, $7,000 is cool in a week, whatever. Like it's not amazing money, but it's nice little cash for the business. But, if I really spent the time on it and didn't like rush it and basically create all the assets in like a morning, if I'd have really taken time creating a better sales page, creating a better email sequence, would we have made double? I don't know. But I feel like we could be doing a lot more from the list that we have with the size of it, because it's not like we've got a lot more than like 2,000 people, 5,000 people. We've got a lot more than that. So I feel like we should be doing better monetizing the email list, which is, my responsibility. So yeah, even though it's fine for like a quick, whip up of a sales page and a quick launch, and, it's just all courses that we've already created. So there's no extra work fulfillment wise. We could have done, a lot better. And also, we had like this is like 150 plus customers, just under 200 customers, I think, if my math is correct. So what we could have done as well is, had like one-time offers, order bumps. We didn't have any of that. Like we just had a $44 product and that was it. Part of it is because literally like we just bundle everything together, and, we don't have that much content. This company's only been running for a year, right? So it's like, we don't have years and years worth of courses that we can just bundle up together and offer as like one-time offers and, order bumps and stuff like that. It was kind of everything we kind of had that we wanted to sell was inside that bundle. So that's something we could have definitely done, created one-time offers and order bumps, because again, it's not crazy numbers, but if 200 people buy, your one-time offer converts at like 10%, that's like 20 people. If they spend an extra $100 on one-time offers and order bumps, then, whatever it is, what's that like? An extra $2,000. Anyway, so, or is it more than that? Can't bother to do the math. My head's a bit fried, a bit tired today. So yeah, that's kind of like what we've been doing over the past week. We're still doing pretty well on, again, a lot of our stuff. The way people get on the email list primarily is by downloading a lead magnet that we're promoting on social. This lead mag's still doing well in terms of like, yesterday I think we had 900 people, or like 855 new people join the email list in one day. Because our Instagram content's doing pretty well. So that's something that I need to improve, that process where someone goes from, lead magnet into these lower ticket products. So I'm basically just working on that, revamping that, because I feel like we're in good momentum. I think the last video I talked about momentum, but in terms of our content and the exposure and the views and the leads coming onto the list, we're in pretty good momentum. So I really want to capitalize on that and improve that process. So yeah, there's just like we've got all like the stuff, but I think I just need to go through everything and re-optimize, redo, have some new inspiration to actually like, create some new stuff, new angles, new emails, redo sales pages, and just really like optimize the hell out of it. I feel like more recently, I've just been leaving stuff or like recreating the same stuff. And I feel like it's a waste. I should be doing a lot more. So yeah, that's been my focus. Or that's what I've been thinking about this week. Time to get on with the work. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.